although there's lots of truthfulness and honesty the way you've been sharing your journeys.
So when I worked in Paris, I worked in London, I learned it was all about quality. But if you work in a marriage thinking that whatever the issues are, we're going to sort it out together and we're going to come out better with any fight that we have. So that's the philosophy I have. So the thing was just, I never said no to any work. So if the chef said to me, jump, I would not say no. I would say, how high, sir? In 1993, I became the executive chef of the Grand Hyatt in Melbourne. I was the youngest Indian, I would say, globally to become an executive chef. I became an executive chef at the age of 32.
Hey, hi everyone. Today we have another very power-packed couple and a business partners. Let me ask the guest for today to introduce themselves. How you? Yes, ma'am.
Good, thanks. Thank you for having us here.
Thank you for coming on a weekday. That too in the middle of so many things happening. Events and business expanding, and there are lots of news coming from your end. And all the positive news. You've been expanding globally. So start with introductions, and then we talk about global expansion.
So I'm Sonali Chandok, and I'm from Kaiser International Education. And I don't think so we need much of an introduction in the field of Australian education. Anybody who's there in that field knows us very well. Rest, Mr. Chandok will introduce.
Thank you, Saurabh. Wonderful to be here with you. And I must say the energy in your office is amazing. And I'm a person who can receive energies. And I think the team that you have here is absolutely stunning. And you have many, many more hills to climb, but you'll be there at the peak.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah. So thank you for your kind words. And it's a pleasure to be here. And it's lovely to interact with people who are young, who are energetic, who have a vision. And it's not only about us, but it's about you as well. So thank you for having us here. My name is Kapil Chandok, and I founded this company, Australian Education Specialist, called Kaiser in 1996. And it happened by chance. It wasn't planned. And we only do Australia. And that's a decision which was a deliberate decision because we wanted to specialize in one field. So it's like you have doctors, you have a GP who does everything, and you have a specialist, you have a neurosurgeon who just works on your brain. So we had many opportunities to do other things, other countries, but this is something we do very well because I have lived in Australia for a few years. I have worked in UK, I worked in France, I worked in Egypt. I have studied in Cornell in the US. I have done short courses in Australia, in Uni Melbourne, in Holmes Glen TAFE. So keeping all that in mind, I think Australia is one of the best places for anybody. It's not only education, but if you want to live in a country, there's no other country than Australia. So my passion stems from that. And that flows onto my students. And I can tell you that I have more than 1,000 students who are millionaires. And I think I'm more of a mentor. The whole idea about doing this is not about running a business or money. It's more about helping a person make the right decision and guide him to make a career for themselves and get an education which will be a passport for reaching greater heights.
To achieve their dreams.
Yeah.
Yeah. When Mr. Chandok said about millions, I think more than the millions, we have students who are happy. Yeah. So that is a very important factor that we always keep in touch with our students. And we are seeing that how they are thriving and flourishing.
That's a great introduction. And lots of things which you're saying is, I can relate. Energies, stay happy. In fact, logo is stay happy.
Yes.
So we
Yeah.
believe that if students are happy, we all will be happy. Not the other. It should not be the other way around.
Yeah.
Right? But in today's world, where in this ecosystem, people are expanding, last 12, 18 months being like interesting, but in last 30 years almost, you're completing next year. It's too good to be true, what you're saying, that you are a man and you're only doing one country, that too Australia, which been growing, but it's not been growing like exponentially. It's always being regulated growth, right? And then of course there were phases when Australia was like rocking like anything, and there was a phase when also actually rocking like anything, right? Maintaining just one country and becoming a specialist, that's a great strategy, right? Even we believe the same. That's why we only do housing, right? But still, when your peer groups are doing all the countries, when Australia is like pandemic, it was shut for 2 years. Then there was the racism phase happened, in like 2008 till 2010, if I'm not wrong. Where that conviction is coming in first. Secondly, still I believe it's too good to be true. So I would like to go more deeper.
Okay. So, Saurabh, two things. You asked about why the conviction. So, and you talk about the pandemic. So, you would not believe it. We made profit during the pandemic. We did not fire even one staff.
Lovely.
Right? It happened because it was all about quality. And we had students who were genuine, students who actually did online education and did 4 subjects. The offer was there to do just one subject, but 90% of our students did all the 4 subjects. And they went there.
They were 4 subjects.
So in one semester, you have to do 4 subjects.
Okay.
That's how the Australian education system works at the university level. So during the pandemic, certain universities said, okay, you can do 1 subject. But if you're studying onshore in Australia, you have to have a caseload of 4. You can even do 3. But 4 is the norm. But for a special reason, and because it was a situation which was so grave, that they said, okay, you can do 1 subject and you're still enrolled. And our students studied and we got paid for it properly. So we made a profit even during pandemic. So it all stems down from the quality. I don't know whether you know it, but my background is that I was a black hat chef. So I've actually done hospitality. And I had a 100% scholarship to study at the Culinary Arts Institute of America with a full scholarship. Plus, they'd given me a job. But my visa was rejected 3 times at the US Embassy. And they said, Kapil, if you come next time, you have a ban of 10 years. So I said, fine. So by profession, I'm a chef and I'm a trained French chef. So I've worked in Oman. And so I did, of course, my hotel management from here. My dad was in the army. So moved around many, many cities. So that the cohesiveness of that working with teams, looking outwards and having a wider perspective. And, coming from that army background, can do and cannot say no. So no job is small and no job is big. So I worked with some of the best chefs in the world. I worked with Germans, Swiss, Italians, Britishers, Americans. So I learned a lot. I worked in India only for 2 years as a management trainee, but that was it. So the desire to go out was very good. So when I worked in Paris, I worked in London, I learned it was all about quality and attention to detail. So all those practices we brought into what we were doing. So you talked about that people do a lot of things and you talked about ups and downs. So I have seen some very deep down stumbles in the Australian education, this thing.
Right.
But if you are persistent and you're focused on one and true to yourself, it's like in a marriage, if you have a fight with your wife and you decide, no, this is not it, and you say, call it quits, doesn't work. But if you work in a marriage thinking that whatever the issues are, we're going to sort it out together and we're going to come out better with any fight that we have. So that's the philosophy I have. So when the downs came, we were prepared for it. So as a chef, you plan ahead. So sometimes you have the whole restaurant is cold. Sometimes it is this thing. So that quality I brought into my workplace.
How did it start? Like, what year did you go to Cornell? And then what triggered you that, okay, it was like your visa was rejected 3 times, like now let me become a visa expert? Or what was that triggered you to from a chef to education?
So I never thought I'll get into education. So my thought was that I'll be the corporate chef of some of the big hotel chains. And I worked with only the top companies. I worked with ITC in India as a management trainee. Then I worked with Intercontinental in Oman, Paris, London, Egypt. And
how young were you then?
so the official age to get a visa to go to Oman is 25, but I was only 22 and a half. But I was selected by the executive chef on an interview in Delhi because he liked me. I don't know what happened, but he just clicked and he took me. And he was the one who then transferred me to Paris. He said, "This is too small a pond for you. You need to be exposed." So I was very lucky to have very good mentors.
Or you attract right people because of your energy and
So the thing was just, I never said no to any work. So if the chef said to me, "Jump," I would not say no. I would say, "How high, sir?" So that was my philosophy.
army thing coming.
Army thing. So I would always go beyond. So there are times for 3 months I did not take one day off because the German chef was sacked and I had to do my job and I had to run his kitchen as well. So, so if anything, and that's exactly what we do in our work. So as a husband and wife team, we work very dedicatedly in what we do. And at the end of the day, what brings happiness to us is that you're making somebody's future.
I'll come to husband-wife marriage. I've mentioned something about, marriage and working together. But again, if I go back to your journey, so what year was this when and what triggered you? Like from chef to education, and if you can timestamp your journey.
Yeah. So in 1993, I became the executive chef of the Grand Hyatt in Melbourne. I was the youngest Indian, I would say, globally to become an executive chef. And because I had that European background and that European training behind me, I was able to do things differently in Australia and I was able to move ahead. So after I became an executive chef, after 2 years, I wanted to grow. But since Australia is a small country and I was at the best hotel in Australia and there was nothing beyond that. And if I had to become a corporate chef or a regional chef, I would have to be based in Hong Kong and Singapore. And the criteria for that was somebody who was 50, 55, 60. And I became an executive chef at the age of 32. And my classmates in India, they were still at Chef de Partie and sous chefs. So I felt there was a glass ceiling. So I went and talked to the general manager. He said, "Okay, you can switch your line. We will send you to Grand Hyatt in Adelaide and you join as an executive assistant manager. And after 1 year, we'll transfer you back to Melbourne and we'll make you the general manager of the hotel." I said, if I wanted to be a general manager, I could have done that before. My passion is cooking. My passion is food. My passion is to create things. Firstly, I enrolled in Holmesglen TAFE for the adult course to learn how to use PC. Because as a chef, I always had a secretary who would do my menus, who would do all the paperwork for me, all that kind of stuff, memos, circular. So I had an assistant who would do it for me. I decided I wanted to go and study, so I enrolled in University of Melbourne. Now, I had no PC skills. So I said, first, let me be prepared.
It was
93. So I did that course. So it was like learning MS Office, Excel, Word, everything. Then I joined Uni Melbourne. And for the first 2 weeks, I used to sleep in class because I had not studied.
Yeah.
And I was with middle management people from BHP, from Rio Tinto, all the top guys, sharp as anything. Amazing guys, made amazing friends. So I decided, in fact, my professor told me, Jack, he said, Capel, this course is not for you. So, and I said, because after work, every time we would go and have a drink and, we'd go and eat good food. So it was amazing. I built great friendships. So he said, you just do one subject. I've analyzed you, just do entrepreneurship. And just quit after that, because that should be enough for you. And it was right. I did that and I got a job as a marketing manager for Australia's largest food export company. I worked with them for 6 months and they promoted me to vice president. I made them $2 million in sales because I was dealing with the produce being exported to the Japan and this thing. So then all of a sudden I decided that I wanted to do something on my own. So I decided that I'll come to India, set up a company to import from Australia and export to tier 2 countries in the Far East region like Indonesia, Thailand and Malaysia, and have that kind of thing. So I wanted to set up a plant. So when I was coming to India, I was also an external examiner for William Angus TAFE as a chef. I used to actually examine the final year apprentices. So everybody was my friend. So they said, you're going to India, so why don't you recruit for us? I said, recruit? I don't know anything about recruitment. They said, don't worry. You recruit for us. You lived here. You're a global traveler. You're honest. You're straightforward, and you're hardworking. And you're from the hospitality industry. Please work for us. So I said, okay. So he called me to meet the director. So I met the director. He signed me on, and he said, here's $5,000. So I said, $5,000? So he said, yeah, you go and market for us. I said, I haven't been to India. I haven't set up an office. We're just talking. He says, I trust you. So he gave me $5,000. And he said, oh, by the way, we have a tie-up with RMIT. And why don't you go and meet the director there? So what Jack had said earlier, so I did that entrepreneur thing. So I knew how to make a business plan. So I made a business plan for RMIT. Because William Angus was hospitality, I didn't have to convince anybody, nothing. I wasn't selling myself. So I made a business plan and I went to RMIT and met the director. She looked at it. She says, she's opened a drawer and she showed me 50 applications. She showed me 50 files. She says, Kapil, these files are from Indian agents who have been writing to me or come and met me. They want a contract to represent RMIT. And you're the first person I have seen who's come with a business plan. So I said, yeah, if I'm going to do something, I got to have a plan for it and I should know how to execute it. And I did a SWOT analysis and, it will take me time, but I'll get there eventually. She signed me on. She says, $5,000. I said, this is not bad. And this is 1995. So then I went to I was having dinner with my friend who was the professor at Holmesglen TAFE, the one who used to teach me. She said, you're going to India. Why don't you work for us? I went to the director's office, signed on $5,000. And she said, listen, we have a tie-up with Deakin University. Why don't you go and meet Jandy? So I got into my car and I went to meet Jandy. So it was already 3 p.m. So luckily I had a very plain kind of a blank kind of a, business plan. So without the name of anybody. And I don't believe in writing it down. But I took it with me and I gave it to her. So she said, I don't need it. Michelle has already called me from Holmesglen and she said, you're a good guy. And she signed me on. She gave me $5,000. So in
that they were
3 days.
They were just seed investors.
They just believed in me. They're all marketing. And she said to me, hang on, it's 4:00. My husband is the director at Victoria University. I want you to go and meet him.
Whoa.
So I said, it's 4:00 and parking in the city, it will be very difficult. She picked up the phone and she called up and she said, David, I'm sending Kapil over. Be nice to him and give him parking. So I said, okay.
And $5,000.
No. That is the part. No, here comes the twist. So I got into my car and I was looking at the time and I drove down and they asked me and I said, I'm Dr. David Back's guest. They opened the gate and I boomed it and I went in and parked my car and went and met David. Now this was a different scene altogether. So David by profession was a chartered accountant and he was very senior. He would be 60, 65. And he looked at me and he didn't smile. All the other ladies, they all smiled. He didn't smile. So I said, never mind. I didn't have a business plan for him. He said, Jandy called me and she said to take care of you. She said, you're a young, charming young man, but you have a policy. I will sign you on, but I'll come to India. I'll see your office. I'll see your operation and then I'll support you. I said, fine. So, so that was my first no. Because I got so used to it that everywhere I would go, I would get, $5,000. But that was just a temporary thing. After that, I got more money.
Many dollars.
No, I didn't get $1 million, so I had $13,000, so which was not bad. And everybody gave $5,000. I don't know why they gave $5,000. They could have given me 10 also, but they gave me 5. So, but I never said no because you know who says no. So that was
no.
So that was only no. But he was true to his word. He came, he saw my this thing, and I don't know what he did, but next day, in those days, you know, you would get an email and they would wire it down to you. So it was, money was in the bank. So it's very good, this thing. So that was the start. And also so maybe it is timing, because Australia had just opened up in India and the foreign exchange and everything, rules and regulations were there. So only IDP had just established an office, and I came to India. So I said, okay, I'll do it part-time. But then I couldn't crack the system of, getting your speed done with the licenses and regulations. I was naive. I didn't know how to do that. And then I met Sonali.
Yeah.
We got married, and
So this was 95, 96.
97. So 96.
Once you started.
96 I came and I started alone, and I rented a place, and I would place advertisement. I would counsel the student. I would do the visa file. In those days, you had to take the physical visa file and go to the IT mission and stand in the line. First, they would make you sit outside under a tin shed, and then your number would go inside, and then you say, oh, air conditioning. And then you wait there, and you're the mercy. You go to a small window and give the file. So I learned everything from scratch. I had no mentor. I had nobody to tell me, only the conviction that I have to do it. And then I got married. So I said, I sold my house in Australia and I moved everything here.
Why did you choose to decide to come from Australia to India, especially you're not married, you have a house, you have a car?
Yeah.
When these are dreams for many till end of their life, having a house, having a car.
Yeah.
And probably going abroad or settling. You already bought that at age of 30, 35. But where?
35.
35.
Yeah.
So you got married at 35?
36.
So I can answer this question.
And also 36 is late even from today's, not judging, but even for today's society, 36 is like late, right? But would love to hear your story.
Yeah. So when he came to India, he had come with the idea of importing food and exporting.
Okay.
So, but when he couldn't crack that, it's not that he couldn't crack it, but I think the Indian system
They
was
were
not
ready.
right then to, accept the
just
cheese, wine and all that.
Yeah.
So, we decided there's no point wasting time on it. And when he came to India, he didn't come to India with the idea of not going back. He came to India of, okay, let me try for a year or so, meet my parents, be with them for some time. Holiday, maybe I'll go back.
How did you?
And this thing. So then he met me. And even when we got married, his idea was, okay, fine, we'll get married and then we'll be there and this thing. So I think he also came to India for looking for a good girl. Yeah. Yeah. And obviously that process takes time
But how did you meet?
we
Was
met
like
through common friends.
common friends?
Yeah, common friends. And we have very different backgrounds. He being a Punjabi, I being a Jain. Very different backgrounds. And initially there was a hitch that maybe can we get married and will we settle down? But then it really worked out well. So he did not come to India with the idea of not going back. But then once he got married and when the business took off, then he decided to sell off everything in Australia and then stay in India.
Well, this was like 96, 97.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
very early days of this industry. There were only,
Yeah.
like, as you mentioned, IDP. I guess Ravi and Sushil started.
Yes. Yeah.
And another thing which I'm like very common, Sushil and Ravi, they also studied from from Australia, Bond University. You were also part of Australia. I call you guys OG. Which now people like what is OG, because OG generally means original actor. So, but with all due respect, for me, OG is timeless.
Yeah.
Right. So then, and Mr. Mrs. Chopra also started during this time because they're like 4 or 5 of you been like pioneers and really build this ecosystem.
Yeah. Right.
But and वो भी Australia से आया, I guess, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We came in the same month.
Oh,
Yeah.
Naveen and I came in the same month to India. But he was married. He had kids. I was single.
but Australia से एकदम से because and you were saying there were 50 such application already from Indian agents to one of the university.
RMIT, yeah.
And as what I understand, this is an industry which had been started in 92, 93. Or was it previous, like they were
95. Australia,
That was
95. That's when IDP opened their
or
office.
before Australia, it was UK and US, what people were going.
I think US was the prime
Yeah.
this thing at that time, but the UK picked up, and then Australia started picking up. Yeah.
And you studied in Cornell at which year?
Yeah. So what happened is I went for a leadership development program. So I did a 8 weeks residential program, which was designed for either owners who had a turnover of more than $1 million, or they were president of companies which had a turnover of more than $20 million. So that was a very, very good program, residential program, which I did. And I did that
Game
in,
changer.
it was game changer. I did that in 2005.
Game changer.
So because at that time I felt I needed certain tools if I have to be ahead of the curve. Yeah.
I agree because I just did my ISB AI leadership.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing that if we want to continue the way we are going, we can work hard and we continue. But if we want to have a next level of growth, exponential growth, founders and management teams and even everyone need to upskill themselves.
Yeah.
And generally people don't do it because it's that extra work because your business are going the way it's going. Your family's responsibility expanding the way it's expanding. You know, and then taking all the 2 hours, 3 hours, 5 hours a day.
Yeah.
It's not easy, but totally worth it.
Yes,
Totally
absolutely.
worth it. So yeah, then 97 you got married.
Yeah.
Where this name coming in, Kaiser?
So this is one question.
That's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was a very serious student of modern European history. So I loved like how the UK, the Scotland, England, Ireland, they united. But the most interesting part, which I felt, was how Germany unified under Kaiser Wilhelm I in 1880. 88 is with Bismarck. So that was a very interesting thing, and I loved the way because, and I've also worked with a lot of Germans and the discipline that they have. I say it's, if you've worked with Germans, you can work with so much precision and with discipline. That is what it is there. Those guys are amazing. You know, I appreciate goodness when you see things. So I was quite influenced by it. Then the other thing is my name starts with K. So I was looking for a name for K. So Kaiser and also Roman. So Caesar's, then Dutch also influences there. So Kaiser and then Kaisar. So Kaisar, if you, now of course the gold price is different, but a kilo of Kaisar and a kilo of gold cost the same.
Oh yes.
So 3 lakh rupees for 1 kilo of saffron and 3 lakh rupees for 1 kilo of gold was what the price is. So what is gold? Gold is a standard.
Store of value,
Yeah. So Kaisar also is used. So if you take
Yes.
1 pinch of Kaisar and put it in water, it changes the color, it gives a color.
Right.
So it is a symbol of strength. It's a symbol of purity and it's coveted. So if you put a little bit Kaisar in some of your biryani food, anything,
Yeah.
even for tilak, so that
Right.
and Kaisar is energy. Gold is energy. Sonali name herself is also energy. So K say Kaiser and I did not say Kaisar. So and in German they say Kaiser Wilhelm first. Kaiser Ludwig. So Kaiser. So I had to put an extra A to it. And that's how I said
How do you spell it? It's
K-A-A-I-S-E-R.
K-A-I-S-E-R.
So then I said I want to be different, and whatever name you give, if you do a good job, people will come to you. I can keep any name. Education this, education that.
नींद की एनर्जी होती है ना आई बिलीव आपके नाम भी जैसे होता है वैसे आपका aura and like in fact when I interview and I generally ask what is your like meaning of your name and unfortunately many doesn't know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like you don't know your name of your meaning of your name, but so Sorum means fragrance.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
You know, and on basis that, so my daughter name is Faith. You know, and there are few different means. Like it's coming from.
There's a son coming also, by the way. I just wanted to tell you that.
Okay. I don't know how. Okay, Bhavna gonna take this, but okay. Yeah. So back to you. Alright. So then,
So Kaiser was the name
Name.
Kaiser.
and then when did you decide to start, like work together? which again very rare combination.
Yeah. So when we got married, actually, I've studied interior designing from BITS, and I'm a trained architect interior designer as profession. And when we got married, I was doing well. I was coming in magazines. I had a good set of clients. I was doing my work very well. And we got married. I was working for 6 months then, and he used to see me. That time we had to draft. We didn't have CAD and all that, and we used to draft. And whole night I would be drafting plans and this thing, and then I would go next day, give my plans, and then and I'm a very I would say I'm not very aggressive in marketing. So when I would go, I would give my plans, and then after a few days, I would get a reply. Oh, we are not deciding, and then I would come to know that they're using somebody else and they're using my plans. So it happened a few times, and he noticed it, and he said, "This is not on. You can't do this. You have too much intelligence and too much potential. So I think you just give this a break. You pick it up after some time. For you come and work with me." And also, then interiors is you're making someone's house. But education is you're giving them the seed to make the house. Life, yeah. How will you make the house if you don't have the seed? So I decided that I think what Kapil is doing is a much more noble thing, much more required thing than, continuing with this interiors. So I said, okay, let me give it a try. I started going to the office and I just started loving it. I started loving the energy of students coming, young students coming, aspiring to go, helping them go, and then when they reach, then talking to them and know how this thing, and every background. It's not necessary you have we had students from middle class, we had students from upper class, all kinds of backgrounds. So that really motivated me to continue. And as Kapil said, when we started, we were from counseling to filing to everything. It was just a team of me and Kapil and one more person. So we worked very hard. We worked we had a lot of fun working.
Yeah.
And we enjoyed every day. It was that when we would get up, it was not like, oh, kyun jana hai office. It was like, oh, we have to go to office, and oh, we'll be meeting this person. So it was a lot of fun. And also that time Australia was just coming up. So it was very good to interact with all the Australian universities, know more about Australia. And so that's how I started working with him. And till date, I've never looked back. And as far as interiors is concerned, now it's like for my own offices or my own homes, I would say.
Or friends.
Yes, friends. Yeah.
Nice.
So,
Nice.
that way.
Nice. Very interesting, very interesting. In fact, I'm enjoying it, It's the overall energy for sure. Although there's lots of truthfulness and honesty the way you've been sharing your journeys, right? And also lots of learning, which is like I'm picking like how I need to probably with my wife, how I need to be with my teams. So this is what the best part about being doing podcasts and meeting best of people and picking best of the things. But any question for me or anything you want to ask me, I'm happy to share.
So how did your journey start?
Okay, so that is everyone knows now, but also that telling me that you're not have not seen my podcast.
So I've seen my podcast, but I want to hear it from you exactly. I mean, what was that?
Yeah.
That one trigger. So there has to be one trigger.
I guess I'll share it, because most of people have to know my story, but only for you guys, I'll tell very quickly. So जब मैं अंडरग्रेड कर रहा था तो अगेन थॉट ये था कि मेरी फैमिली में हमेशा मैंने सबको काम बिजनेस का तो दे लाइक कि मुझे तो जॉब करनी है लाइफ होनी चाहिए सैटरडे संडे होना चाहिए लाइक बैलेंस आउट होने चाहिए सो दैट्स हाउ आई स्टार्टेड एंड माय थॉट वाज कि मॉम डैड ने पैसे खर्च किया है मैं 3 साल दिल्ली आया हूँ पैसे भी खर्च करे और इकोनॉमिक वाज टफ मैंने मेहनत भी करी पढ़ा तो हूँ पास हुआ हूँ तो अभी जॉब तो लाइक बिजनेस नहीं करूँगा तो एटलीस्ट जॉब तो करूँगा एंड देन आई डिडंट नो क्या करना है एंड ऐसे कोई बहुत ज्यादा स्किल भी नहीं थी या पता मेरे डीयू में तुम्हें डिग्री मिलती है स्किल तो नहीं मिलती सॉरी बट दैट्स एब्सोल्युटली ट्रू आई टोटली एग्री विद दैट्स अ फैक्ट बट देन आई हैव अ फ्रेंड आई वाज स्टेइंग इन वेस्टर्न विहार विद माय फ्रेंड हुज डैड वाज इन द स्टॉक मार्केट तो वहां से मैंने वो सूडो इंटरेस्ट गेन किया कि यार स्टॉक मार्केट सही है अंकल पूरे दिन घर बैठते हैं एसी में कुछ कहते हैं पूरे दिन उनके एसी बंद नहीं होते 3 BHK बस ना उनको सही कमाते हो कुछ तो सही है दैट्स हाउ आई पिक्ड that's pseudo interest. And then it was आपको NCFIM करने होते थे, NSC certification. So I did that. I cleared everything, and then I got my first job in India was because of NSC certification. So that happened. India Bulls में वो backend में वो कोई इंग्लिश नहीं बोलता, और मोस्टली सारे गाजियाबाद से थे, तो वहाँ वो बेचने में बोलते हैं बिग दे। अरे यार आईसी प्रोडक्ट हूँ मैं, रिव्यू किया हुआ है, ये तो बेच दे बिग दे जाएगा। I'm like, okay, let me move out or let me try. Then I got my first job, second job in Infosys into BPO, which was KPO और गुड़गांव। जार्गन्स कैसे आते हैं, काम कम करके ज्यादा दिखाना कैसे होता है, that monthly calls and business calls. So there was a client called Bell Canada. So that's how I realized कि अच्छा FTE कैसे बनते हैं, या and उस साल में मैं बिल्कुल ही काम नहीं था, बाबू बन के जाता था मैं, गाड़ी पे जाता गौतम में, and you go there. उस टाइम IPL स्टार्ट हुआ 2013, तो मैंने पूरा IPL देखा है, मुझे एक बॉल बता सकता, वहाँ मैंने चेस जब काम ही नहीं होता था, एक कॉल होती थी पूरे दिन में, because they bill you like that, right? So then like नहीं यार ये तो सही नहीं है करने के लिए, and like let me do my masters, let me do my MBA. So then I opted for my MBA, and then I realized कि यार IIM तो नहीं हूँ मैं, और at least one thing I'm very clear, I'm very aware of myself. I never feel कि यार सब IIMs कर रहे तो मैं भी CAT की प्रैक्टिस करता हूँ सब। I was like यार at least उस टाइम पे माइंड सही था कि we are mediocre, we are average, hard working हूँ, but वो interact नहीं है, So then I'm like कि MBA करता हूँ, क्योंकि जॉब फिर वो सैलरी भी 12 MBA करना पड़ेगा। Then I did my MBA. So when I did my MBA, I got a chance to go to Nottingham for my exchange program. So I didn't get my housing there. I stayed at a hotel. And then I have a cousin, you must be knowing, Spy Overseas करके company, Nottingham and Vaibhav. So I'm a cousin to Vaibhav. So he studied undergrad postgrad from UK. I did my exchange. So he was like, and we were best of friends. वो था ना partnering time cousins, तो you after me कि यार UK आ जा undergrad करेंगे, मैंने नहीं यार इतने पैसे नहीं है घर पे, पोस्ट ग्रेड पे आ जाए, मैंने चल कुछ करेंगे देखते हैं। When he came back, तो Aspire was doing well, Nottingham UK करते थे, so then it was his idea यार हाउसिंग में ऐसे ऐसे प्रॉब्लम है, मैंने कहा हाँ यार मुझे भी फेस कर रही है, राइट? तो it was his idea, I conceived, right? First 3 years I was a banker, Kotak Securities से I went moved to HDFC Bank, तो मैंने हॉस्कार्ड में वो 10 लाख वाले इम्पीरिया अकाउंट बहुत खोले, then it was insurance, यार तो मेरे लिए वैल्यू एडिशन बहुत जरूरी है। तो कोटक सिक्योरिटी से मैं मूव्ड आउट एंड बिकेम अ बैंकर, बिकॉज आई लाइक पूरा वेल्थ मैनेज करो ना, इफ आई कम टू यू आई मैनेज योर पोर्टफोलियो, एंड आई लाइक तो बैंक अकाउंट खोलो, और वो भी ना तो मैं बहुत सुंदर हूँ या बहुत स्मार्ट हूँ कि यार मेरी शक्ल ऑलरेडी हॉस्कार्स में या SDA में 3-4 अकाउंट तो था, लाइक उसके बाद कह रहा 2 लाख का चेक भी दे दो, 10 लाख का भी चेक भी दो, राइट? एंड देन इंश्योरेंस भी दे दो, ये तो नहीं लग रहा कुछ सही। And then it just happened, that me and Weber started. We started a company called UD Rogers. That was 2011. So we are a category creator. Like you guys are a category creator for admission. We are a category creator for post admission, especially housing. And then, fortunately, unfortunately, from 2011 to 2014, we slogged, and we raised 13 million at that point in time from Lightspeed at 150 million valuation, 1000 crore, 2014-15 में। तो हम तो यूनिकॉर्न उसमें बन गए थे, बट देन आई वाज किक्ड आउट, बिकॉज जब बहुत पैसा आता है तो प्रॉब्लम होती है, जब पैसे नहीं होता तो प्रॉब्लम होती है। देन 2014 देयर वर डिस्कशन बिटवीन मी एंड माय कजिन दैट यू जॉइंड मी, तो नौकरी भी नहीं छोड़ी थी, दिस एंड दैट व्हाट, एंड देन आई लाइक चलो 50 से 18% मेरा शेयर हो गया, आई एम लाइक चल ठीक है, लेट मी वर्क आउट, एंड आई गॉट मैरिड दैट वन टाइम, आई लेफ्ट माय जॉब, राइट? तो आई ट्राइड फॉर 1 year, इट डिडंट हैपन, if it talks, मतलब नहीं आ रहा था मजा, then I moved out, and that's where then 2015 I started the university living, and like you again, another common thing, I started Australia. We're doing UK, and I started Australia because I didn't want to do the same country, so that you don't compete. I started Australia in 2014. I went for my honeymoon come business plan or business trip to Australia. First time we went to honeymoon, that was my first time to Australia also. And that was my second international trip. But UK में एक दफा गया था. So that's how I started. That's how Australia is again common link to us. Yeah. Right. And so it started out of need. Initially it started out of opportunity. And then 6-8 महीने अकेला same, एक one man show, एक छोटा सा लाफ्टर में there is a Gandhi, there is a Kasturba Gandhi market. जब गांधी वहाँ पे my friend was very kind enough to rent me a 8,000 का एक रूम So then I started. Then I hired one intern. Then my current co-founder and my roommate, he PM me and Mayank together for 23 years. We met in Delhi University. So वहाँ से then 3-4 महीने slog किया. Then I was like, Mayank, probably you can join us. At least जितनी तेरी salary है ना उतनी तो निकाल लेंगे. So he was very kind, and very believe enough. So he joined. So then since then it's a history. And again, it's early days. We still just started 10th year. So we are like almost 20 years younger than you, but also smaller than you, or in whatever.
But I
not
think it's amazing.
remarkable.
This is remarkable growth.
So
Remarkable. So what is your mantra? What is your one mantra that
keep working hard.
keep working?
Keep working hard, right? I have a thing that in this room I might not be the intellectual guy, but अगर आप 16 घंटे काम करो मैं 18 करूँगा. वो 2 घंटे में मैं आपकी तरह मैच तो कर लूँगा. If I not supersede that intellect or that charm, but that is my mantra. That keep working hard, and also value creation. I mean, that's coming from BSG.
Yes.
That value creation. That whatever you're doing, value should be created for everyone, not only for me or one person. Right?
Because that
Because
version,
it's always nice to hear the
Yeah.
passionate this thing.
Yeah.
And it feels nice to see how you started and how you grew. And this is actually really remarkable. Today, seeing this office, I'm super, super impressed.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
and coming from her, let me tell you,
Yeah.
if she's appreciating you, believe me, it's right there.
I think it's not only about
She's very, very,
growth,
very,
it's also
very tight with the words. Let
the
me-
humbleness. The
Humbleness.
humbleness. Yeah, Vidya.
But I believe humbleness, हम overdo नहीं करते. Humbleness तो होनी चाहिए ना.
Wait.
See,
किस बात पे ego?
in this world, we are there is spec.
Yeah.
मुझे ये तो पता नहीं कि मैं कल खाना कहाँ खाऊंगा और खा पाऊँ नहीं पाऊँ. And then he was like कि यार मैंने किया है. And then I also have a philosophy self-made वाला. It's just such a flawed philosophy. वो बिकती है. No one is self-made ना. आपने इन्हें सपोर्ट नहीं किया होता, आपको डेविड ने सपोर्ट नहीं किया होता, तो क्या self-made?
नहीं, very true.
बिल्कुल.
Very true.
But then probably वो hero worship, वो one man army, वो rag to riches story बिकती है. तो फिर वो लोग वही
ये मेरा कोई rags वाला नहीं
नहीं,
था.
आप हाँ exactly आप you live your life very colorfully and tastefully.
So when I finished college, so my stipend in ITC Maurya was higher than my father's pension, who retired as a colonel.
Wow.
So मेरे तो stipend
But see अभी नहीं है wisdom है, but उस टाइम पे आई जाती है ना जब आप 25-30 साल के लड़के हो, आप अपने फादर की पेंशन ज्यादा कमा रहे हो.
नहीं. Father was my hero right till the end, and I till he passed away last year at 93,
Oh, why not?
and even 2 weeks before. So we had a system. Every Sunday we would meet. If we're meeting for lunch, we would have beer together. If we're meeting for dinner, we are having whiskey together. तो हमारा बड़ा सेट पैटर्न होता था. और मैं अगर 1 मिनट भी लेट हो जाता था, because I would come from Delhi and he used to live in Gurgaon. तो मुझे एग्जैक्ट कपिल यू आर नॉट हियर, आई एम ओपनिंग द बियर. तो मैंने कहा डैड मैं 15 सेकंड में आ रहा हूँ, मैं मोड़ पे हूँ, बट नथिंग इज आर्मी कर्नल. उन्होंने पूरा बॉटल खोलो, पोर करा, वो अपना मेरे को चीयर्स के पी लिया. देयर आई एम सेइंग डैड आई एम रीचिंग देयर. ऐसा था.
I'm loving this father son chemistry.
Yeah.
Also, it seems your family been always been progressive. Of course, your dad was in army,
Yeah.
right? Then you have traveled,
Yeah.
right? When was your that one milestone? कि यार अभी तो we arrived at work in a good way, and now let's scale. Because it seems, I might be wrong, that you guys are content, happy, go lucky, work hard, have a good life, and and then this is a very lifestyle business.
Yeah.
Now it's become venture backed and all, but when was this like Kaiser became like Kaiser International, and like people like okay, there's a couple who's been like nailing it. So what was that journey, initial journey, and then scaling one?
So let me tell you, coming from my background, you can read as many books on cookery, but there are 2 ways to learn. One is by trial and error, and the other is have a mentor who guides you. So you have a guru who teaches you, and the chefs keep their secrets like that. So I was very fortunate that all my bosses loved me. I would get double promotion. I would get highest increment. Simple mantra, like you said, work hard. अगर बाकी लोग 8 घंटे काम कर रहे हैं तो मैं 10 घंटे काम करता था और चू नहीं करता था. और there always should be a smile. और भाग के
लोग काम तो पुश कर लेते हैं, but वो क्रेविंग करके करते हैं. Then they are again, they're letting go their good fortune.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
yes.
please, yeah.
And I always had this thing to learn. तो मेरे में एक बड़ी एक हंगर, बचपन से मेरी हंगर रहता था कि ये कैसे होता है, वैसे कैसे करना है, मुझे हॉर्स राइडिंग सीखनी है, मुझे स्विमिंग करनी है, मुझे गोल्फ सीखना है. तो एक हंगर होता था.
आप golf खेल रहे हैं?
So you can speak to Mr. Chandok about any
Anything.
topic, any topic. Sometimes it's so surprising that how can a person have so much knowledge, और जब Google वगैरह नहीं होता था, but you can he can talk about anything. और चाहे वो 6 महीने का बच्चा हो या फिर वो 100 साल
He
का,
connects.
he can
He
connect.
can.
Yeah.
But what is your trade-off? आप सोते कि
सोता ठीक.
where you draw lines? Because see me, I'm in a position wherein I don't like to sleep. Because I have a mindset that
No, he needs his sleep and food. That's very important.
I used to be like that.
Yeah.
अभी मैं थोड़ा सा ना रहता हूँ कि यार तू खाने नहीं देता, अब तू मतलब खाता है, एंजॉय करता है, बट ऐसा नहीं है कि खाने का सोच रहा है. मिलेगा तो अच्छा खाओ, पर्टिकुलर.
Yeah.
सोना मुझे पसंद नहीं. I've always been outdoor and sports and I'm always social. I like to, for me this is not work. For me this is like my life. And I'm talking to someone where I'm connecting and I'm learning. Then business, अब पूछिए बाय प्रोडक्ट. तो how you manage and balance things out?
So his mantra is that it's not about making millions, it's about making billion lives. So he says that it's not that I'm not concerned कि मेरे को अपने लिए millions, but I have to make lives of millions of people good.
So when did that moment come?
कह रहे हो कि actually मैं
Actually,
so sorry if I'm rude, but
yeah, I'll tell you one thing. हमारे पास when we started, we used to get agents from Punjab and all who used to get, सर 10 लाख ले लीजिए, आप हमारा वीजा करा दीजिए. We have always been very honest. We have never ever thought about कि नहीं अभी तो पैसा बनाना है, अभी तो कॉलेजेस का चल रहा है तो चलो कॉलेजेस में पढ़ जाओ. That is why when you ask that question कि why haven't you got into, we are not one stop solution for UK, US, this thing. We are one stop solution for Australia. So it has never been कि सिर्फ पैसा बनाना है. It is about creating that value for students who want to go to Australia.
Then one thing I've always realized that if you do your work properly, you do it ethically, and you think of the person, the student comes first for us.
Yeah.
Money will follow.
Totally agree.
We haven't made tons and tons of money. We are very comfortable. So what happened is I was going back to what I was telling you, that I had this hunger to learn, and I'm a very quick learner. That's why I progressed so quickly in my profession. So when I started this work, so my whole thing was to learn it to perfection. So I would deal and talk to the first secretary, second secretary, immigration in the Australian High Commission. I would ask them questions. And they would say कि he's coming. Why is he asking questions? Nobody asks questions. वो वीजा का फाइल देते हैं, वीजा का फाइल लेते हैं और चले जाते हैं. ये questions क्यों पूछता है? So I would keep asking them. And I had the fortune of interacting so well, and they would teach me. So, for example, once a student came with 4 passports. He came all the way from Hyderabad. He said, Mr. Chandok, आपका नाम सुना है, हमें ऑस्ट्रेलिया जाना है, करिए. मैंने कहा passport दिखाओ. So he took out 4 passports, and I was shocked. In the early days, I said, how come you have 4 passports? He said, sir, आपको. I said, David, मुझे नहीं चाहिए. तुम मुझे पता, I'm not taking your case. So I discussed this with David Bottrell, who was the second secretary, student visa. तो इससे ही ओपन द डोर. इनके डोर ऐसे होते थे जैसे कि कोई मतलब कि
राजा महाराज के
तो इतने भारी. जैसे कम इनसाइड. तो मुझे अंदर ले गया. एंड ही टुक आउट. उस टाइम पे ये ब्लू दे हैड द ब्लू लाइट. सो ही हैड अ इंस्ट्रूमेंट एंड ही स्विच्ड इट ऑन एंड ही टुक अ पासपोर्ट एंड ही वेव्ड इट ऑन टॉप एंड ही शोड मी. तो उसमें सारे होलोग्राम्स जो थे और जो उसमें वाटर मार्क्स थे. तो ही सेज यू चेक अ पासपोर्ट, इट्स ओरिजिनल लाइक दिस. सो आई हैड वेरी गुड पीपल हु टॉट मी things how to detect. And there are 2 things which are not negotiable with me at all. Ek, anybody gives me fraudulent document, I will not accept it and I will not tolerate it. भाई मेरे को तुमको fraud करना है कहीं और जाओ, मेरे पास मत लेकर आओ. So fraudulent documents, so I have mastered the art to pick up this thing, and that is how we do. One is that. Second is that your intentions should be honest. If you want to go to Australia to drive an Uber, please tell me. I will not be able to help you. Go somewhere else. But if you are got less money, I will tell you how to get more scholarships. We will tell you how to get a qualification which will give you PR or give you a qualification which will give you work. भाई तुम अगर Uber चलाने जा रहे हो, छोटे कॉलेज में कर रहे हो, तो 20 years you're driving an Uber. Look at somebody who does a course in IT or in any field with a bachelor degree or master degree. At the end of 2 years, he'll be earning $110,000.
Yeah.
3 years के बाद $150,000. और वो Uber ही चलाएगा, उसकी सोच वैसी रहेगी. So my aim is to make sure that the student gets the right fit.
अगर उसका नहीं है पैसे
हाँ.
और वो इंटेलेक्चुअल नहीं है, नहीं स्कॉलरशिप नहीं है, तो उसका मतलब
वो जाए
जब दो ऊपर चला के तो मेहनत करके अब भी कर सकते
ग्रेट कर रहा है, बिल्कुल बिल्कुल. बट व्हाट ही इज मेंट टू से इज दैट वो
With the right-
पूरा टाइम ही तो नहीं ऊबर चलाएगा ना.
वो इधर
उसका go with it. आप जाओ. If
Totally.
you go, you have to work in McDonald's, you have to sweep floors, anything do.
Yeah.
You are obviously helping your parents, you're helping yourself by earning that way. But don't keep that mindset, you know, if you're going to a university, go with the
Be
mindset,
honest.
yeah, that I have to ultimately get. वो करते करते भी you can drive an Uber.
Right.
You're working in a multinational, still you can be driving. an
Yeah,
Uber.
absolutely.
Okay, so going back to quality. So in 2002, now the Australian program started in 1995. 1995 is when it started. Then in 96,
So when you say Australian problem, like
For-
the study overseas
this is, yeah, for
is
India.
open for
For
Indians.
Indians.
Okay.
Before that, Malaysia, Singapore, all those
Martial art.
countries used to do.
Okay.
So then they formed an association called ARI, which was formed by the Australian High Commission. Tom Calma was the guy who did it. And then they did peer certification so that that the agents have knowledge. So when you ask me about that 50 files in the drawer,
Mm.
so at that time, the agents used to be travel agents. So their job was to send somebody. So
right.
I met students in Australia who had come in the peak of winter. Peak of winter would be June, July. And they would land with t-shirts on their body. They did not know because the guy who's sending them was a travel agent.
Yeah.
So even members of ARI that time a lot of them were travel agents. So the travel agents by default became education agents.
Yeah.
So then in 2002, the Australian government decided that we need to do certain things because the volume of students started growing. And they said that let us run a program. Let us pick an agent who does minimum 300 criteria with minimum 300 visas and has less than 3% visa rejection rate and no fraudulent document. So only 2 agents, they qualified for that. One was us and the other was IDP. I think IDP had to come in because they were the biggest player and they wanted somebody with a lot of volumes.
So they were biggest player in Malaysia and other countries.
So here in India, I'm talking about India now.
Okay.
So this is already, we started in 96. I set up the office here in India and already in 2002. So I got a call from the Australian High Commission. So Manju was the lady. She called me. She said the first secretary director immigration for South Asia would like to invite you for a coffee. So I said, "Arey, would you coffee?" So he called me, and everybody was very nice. It was like I got a royal treatment. I went and sat. He had a huge office, a sofa. She said, let's not sit on the sofa. So he sat.
Yeah.
He said, Kapil, have a seat. And he said, what do you like to have? So I बहुत coffee पीता था मैं. So I said, I'll have a flat white. So he got up, he made the coffee for me, brought it, and he made his own coffee, and we sat down. He said, Kapil, how would you like if I tell you that we will give you the authority to issue the visa approvals in your office?
Wow.
And we will check the files. We'll do the audit after 6 months and you sign off and you get the visa same day. So I said, I thought to myself, I said, that's it.
True.
No, I said, man, that's a lot of work. मैं तो उल्टा सोचता था. I said, that's a lot of work. So I said, yeah, I can do it, but how much are you going to pay me? So he laughed and he almost fell out of his chair. He said, oh my God, Kapil, if I told this to anybody else, he would have paid me in millions. And you're asking me to pay you? I said, of course. Because I have never been, घबराया क्योंकि मैं नहीं हूँ यार. मैं तो born, हमने तो गोरों के ऊपर काम, गोरे मेरे नीचे काम करते थे. Right. So I had 40 Germans, Swiss, Australians, everybody working under me. So I said, I said, you are giving me a proposition which is going to increase my work, because earlier I was doing things normally. Now I have to be very sure that everything I'm ticking, because my signature,
Responsibility. Yeah.
it's my signature
Yeah.
on the visa file.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he laughed and laughed. So he said, okay, the minister has authorized me to, and if you accept it, we will sign these documents. So we signed some documents, NDA, ye, wagara, and all that. The Australian High Commission team came to my office and they would set up, they would change the password every day, every information. So those days we used to have floppies.
Yeah.
So we had to put all the data on the floppy. They gave us the Australian High Commission files, and they gave us so we had to do the medicals and all that. So medical, so it was very well organized. So I would sign on the medical examination form. What they call now is HAP ID, which is electronic, HAPP. But in those days, it was just a medical examination. So I would sign off, I would check all the documents, make sure it was all genuine. And so that is how the quality became more and more better for us. So they trained us for a few things, which are of course my own secret recipe, which I will not say.
And a black hat chef. Yes.
And so the mantra of taking out how to find documents and how to find fraud and all that. So this pilot project ran for 6 months, and they did the audit, and touch wood, there was not even one this thing, because I had to put in that extra effort. पहले तो 3% rejection rate भी हो गया, तो 100 application डाली, 3 में reject हुआ, अब तो वो 3.
And this was 2002.
They're 2002. So they've sent a very nice letter, this, that, and बड़ा अच्छे से किया. So I learned a lot of things from that. And then everybody started noticing. In
So
fact,
this is the time when you said that when did Kaiser take off? So
That was
this is
that moment. Right?
that moment that because we were authorized by the Australian High Commission to.
So you are saying if you maintain quality, if you stick to your ethos and ethics, the destiny, the universe, people around will give you some opportunity.
Yes.
Which will take you to next level.
Yeah.
By miles.
Yes.
I have this same philosophy that ये life ना 2 या 3 और सबको देती है. How you take that opportunity.
एक impression बड़ा अलग भी है. And I can tell you with conviction, and this is a fact. People will pretend, but let me tell you, everybody in the market is doing B2B. वो बनेंगे, बोलेंगे, forum से बोलेंगे, they will cut it down, but everybody does it. हमारा ये है कि we are very clear about one thing, कि whether any student that goes, किसी तरह से, that student, I told you, acceptability has to be genuine, has to have all the right documents, and no fraudulent stuff. Because at the end of the day,
your Nike is online.
my deck is online.
But इसमें volume कैसे बढ़ते हैं?
नहीं, third thing I was going to tell you after the podcast, because ऐसा है कि अगर मैंने वो गुरु मंत्र दे दिया और वो गुरु मंत्र मेरे पास है. So another thing with us is that we don't look at, मतलब किसी की थाली में नहीं देखते. तो complimentary में I can guide you. And all my life I have been a mentor. जब से मैं शेफ था, और मैंने जिन लोगों को ट्रेन किया किचन में, they are now top of, they're running top hotels, retire भी हो गए. So it is how you, because I had gurus who taught me, तो मैं आगे सिखा. And I can tell you, in this industry, at least 25 people right now who are running offices in, say, 15 cities, 20 cities. They started with zero university. You ask me now. So now they started working. I guided them, I helped them, and now they reached this. But that is their kismet. And मुझे वो नहीं हो. आज भी मिलते हैं, मेरे पैर छूते, मैडम के पैर छूते. They touch your feet. They say, सर आप गुरु हो.
But एक बात मैं पूछूं आपसे, जैसे आपने वैसे आंसर दे दिया, but anyone let's say start with you, and then they do their application through you, and then they do enough application, and then they like, okay, हम तो आपके through कर रहे हैं, तो then they reach out to university, and then few of them, I'm sure myself, cracked that got batch also.
Yeah.
So how do you behave? I'm sorry.
फर्क पड़ने की बात नहीं है. फर्क वाला तो चीज ही नहीं है. That's what I'm saying. Those people who started with zero and now are driving S-Class Mercedes-Benz, have 1,000 yards house, and they will still touch my feet, and I will hug them and embrace me, क्योंकि मेरा कोई ulterior motive नहीं था. And very strange offers, very this thing. So we
Talk more. No, we don't name it.
okay, no, no. So what I'll tell you something. So the first thing we looked at was that if we had to scale up, because a lot of aggregators had come into the market,
yeah.
the competition was this thing, a lot of funding happening, people had money to burn,
Yeah.
and we are a
Yeah.
husband-wife team, conservative, and we were, we had nobody this thing, and that's because we married late, that, and the children also, pretty young. So we had to look at a lot of factors. We also had to look at what is the legacy that we're going to leave. Will our children join a business? Yes or no? The answer was no. So we decided, okay, we are getting this offer. So the first offer came by surprise. So the first offer came from Australia, and there was a way they structured it, aise karenge. So we looked at it and said no.
Yeah.
So we had 4 offers from Singapore and other countries. We had an offer from Canada. We had an offer, Australia ke 3 the. We said no. Then we had offers from India. And we looked at this. 3 of them came during COVID. And so we didn't like the mix. So what we were looking for was somebody who had tech and also give us the freedom to run the company the way we want. So it was not ki becho, paisa leo aur nikal jao. No.
And the vibes to match.
And the person we are dealing with, we are in complete sync. We have the same vision. And the vision is to take Kaiser to a different level. So that is why. Otherwise, I mean, I have a lot of energy. She has a lot of energy.
Yeah.
So we can work for another 10 years. Koi problem nahi hai. So we looked at tech and we looked at the right partner. And it was again a phone call. I was out of Delhi. It happened. And I think it just went fat. It went fat. So it's like I met Sonali. This third day I knew she's going to be my wife. I had already made up my mind. So that was it. So with these people, the synchronization is very good. Their tech is amazing. They're all 33, 35.
The vision is
very good. Energy.
Again, honest.
Honest.
Very honest.
So we enjoy the mentor role. So that is the thing. So that is how I enjoy, and I can see how it's going to go ahead in the future, and we want to take Kaiser to a level.
Now the name, no? Everyone knows, no?
There's a company called Manifest Global.
Oh.
That's a parent
company. It's based in Singapore. So under parent company, there is Cialfo. Kaiser will remain Kaiser. So Sonali and I are in full control. We don't invest with you. If you want to give us the money, give us the money. Because we're not sure. But here, we are very, very sure.
तो एक कंपनी ने हमको ये भी बोला कि आप और सर तो बड़े ओल्ड हो रहे हैं, आप क्यों करना चाहते हैं? It's you won't be able to. आप बेच दो. That was also this thing that people have told us, but we are full of energy.
So the owners, one is a Singaporean, the other is Australian American. He has the dual passport, and then Rohan is there, who is Indian, but they all based out of Singapore. So all of them has little babies.
Why there is lack of economic awareness and even options? Because you have lived Australia and even investment in housing in Australia ecosystem. Firstly, do you agree?
I totally agree with you.
And why is that?
So some guru mantra. But if you want me to do it on an open thing, but then your competitors also know about it. So the first thing is that awareness part is important. The second part is you have to understand what type of student is going to Australia. See, you got to understand HNI हमारे हैं clients. वो सारी university accommodation लेते हैं. सब वही they like to stay on campus.
Right.
Or they would like to take temporary escape or something like that. Or 3 महीने के बाद 2 महीने के बाद अपने apartment लेके they move into this. So my takeaway for you, and if you implement what I'm saying, you will thank me one day. You'll call me and say कि सर आपने जो बोला बिल्कुल ठीक बोला. So my advice to you is to create an ecosystem which could also include certain homestays. Because if you look at, I can only talk about India because मेरी territory India में किसी country में काम नहीं करता. So when I went to Australia, there were only 10,000 Indians. Now there are more than 1.2 million Indians. So if you can build up a ecosystem where Indian families are there and they have a spare room or something. There's Airbnb, but you do it refined for students only, and it is at a cheaper price point than anything else.
Yeah.
So, agar and you have good references, and it's like how Uber में star rating होती है.
Yeah.
ऐसे star rating करा लो, ये host कैसा है. Because I've heard some horror stories when I was there. People used to come on homestay, and the Indians, if they've stayed with Indians, I would say the best people to stay initially would be Indians, because you're coming from India. Khana, main thing is khana.
Right.
So you crave for home food, and then you crave for that warmth. So now there are a lot of Indians who are there whose children have settled out, or बड़े घर हैं, and they're older people, and they have more compassion and this thing. पहले क्या करते थे? They used to, जो आ गया तो उससे कपड़े भी धुलवा ले, उससे बिस्तर भी बनवाना, तो and he's paying for it. He's paying for staying there, and they're making him do the work.
यूके में इसको वर्ड बोलते हैं कुछ, मैं नाम बोल रहा हूँ.
So वैसा नहीं करना. So you have to vet, make sure. So you have to have proper training for the host. कि these are the do's and don'ts. And tomorrow, when you start this, if you ask me, I'll help you and I'll make you
connect.
नहीं, मेरा business नहीं है ये. मुझे इसमें कुछ लेना नहीं, कुछ देना नहीं. And if you make a success out of it, I'll be happy कि मेरा what I ideated with you today, it has become a full-blown fruit tree. So this is what you should do. उसकी पूरा training बनाओ, उसको सिखाओ, उसको कराओ. Then have a training for the students who are going. कि भाई, this is what you should expect, and this is what it is going to be out there. Make the host only pick up the student, not the university drop them, or Uber करो, ये करो. So एक ecosystem ये कर लो. Then the second is work with some of the Australian families, because उनको आगे करना है तो. This is more for the postgraduate students, because they should get the Australian vibe. They should understand the Australian culture. वो जितनी जल्दी सीखेंगे उतनी जल्दी ecosystem में fit करेंगे when they get their migration or when they go for a job. So they learn all that. The other thing that comes out of staying in a homestay is that they have networks. तो किसी बच्चे को काम तो सारे points note कर ले, and you're going to thank me one day.
Done.
No, seriously, but मैं दिल से, this is advice coming from my heart. मैं genuine,
I am totally appreciating it, because
ये कर लो ecosystem. Second, तो ये तो एक मैंने ऐसा formula बताया, and if you do it, you'll crack it. The second thing is that the type of student who's going to Australia is middle class and lower middle class. जो रईस हैं वो सारे अमेरिका जाते हैं और यूके जाते हैं. There's no doubt about it. So how do we cater to them? So my take for you would be to create a little lower priced housing. किसी बंदे को पकड़ लो. So what happens in Australia is that to build these housing, they need to have council approval. बड़ा बहुत लंबा चौड़ा है. Sydney is the worst. They will not give it. But you find a way कि some
prefabricate
कर दो, and also you can have you make a deal with somebody. तो भाई rate कम कर दो. क्योंकि the whole game for Australia is rate.
price. हाँ.
प्राइस बहुत प्राइस कॉन्शियस है. वो कोई बोलेगा यार मेरे फूफा क्या चले जाए, मेरा दोस्त का दोस्त है वो पिंडू जाते हैं. I don't cater for the Pindu market. I cater for this thing. And believe me, but the people don't understand this, but there's a huge market in Delhi, Mumbai, Pune. ये 3 सिटी हम कर लेते हैं ना, we do well. So हमारे डायरेक्ट स्टूडेंट्स हैं, एक आते हैं उसके पीछे.
दिल्ली, मुंबई, पुणे,
नोएडा. बस these are the only. Delhi, I don't say Noida. Delhi
हो गया.
So it's all about quality. And we now that we've got all the systems and the processes. So the next thing that we'll be doing with you would be doing university integration, because that gives us 2 things. One is, which for me is the most important, is that we are providing the student with a service which is very, very essential. उसको एक घर मिलना चाहिए.
Right.
Every parent worries are safe है क्या है. So that is the first thing. That has always been student first for us. So we are fulfilling that, this thing. Second is, under one platform, we are able to give away all the service.
And it brings me to everyone.
Yeah, absolutely.
The same thing I'm doing with few partners who do Canada main.
Yeah.
Few partners who do Australia main. Few partners who do UK main. You know, so same is Australia, the beauty about Australia, it's very regulated. Whether it's Australia, whether it's universities, partners are you know.
Yeah.
But you need to be around. You know, it will not happen tomorrow or probably 5 years. You need to be around.
So I share one experience with you. So when I went to Australia in January, which is the summer, but Melbourne में था, so Melbourne में क्या हुआ कि उधर season change हो जाता है. So in the morning,
Yeah.
so I was, मेरा ये था कि I will do the morning shift. So my work would start at 7, finish at 4. 3:30 निकल सकते थे. Then I had the whole evening to explore. बहुत शौक है, बहुत ज्यादा शौक है.
कौन सी कंट्री नहीं घूमी अभी तक?
अभी साउथ अमेरिका रहता है.
साउथ में
हाँ.
क्योंकि मैं ये पूछूंगा कहाँ का घूमे फिर
वो उसको छोड़ दो. साउथ अमेरिका नहीं गया मैं. ठीक है, that's one.
ब्राजील एंड
वो सब
पेरू
करना
एंड
है,
ऑल
वो सब करना है. वहां नहीं गया मैं. So then, so I would take the morning shift. कुछ सामने मेरे अपार्टमेंट के सामने से ट्रैम जाती थी. So I would take the 6:40 tram. In 10 minutes, I would reach the city, change, and be on duty at 7 o'clock. So, so third day, there was a knock on my door. And this lady, Eva, she said, "Hi, I'm Eva. I'm your neighbor. And I would like to invite you to have a cup of tea with us. My son lives with me and I want you to have tea with." So I said, "Oh, that's very sweet of you. Thank you so much." मैं तो फौजी background, very friendly, so no worries. So I went. So she had baked a very nice cake. She had done some scones and there were cookies and she had made very good English tea. And चाय वाय पी बेटे से मिला. So the son had a medical condition. So he was 40 years old or 43 years old. And Eva herself was about 60. So when so chai vai pi, I said, "Thank you so much. That's very nice and neighborly." So she gave me a packet. So I said, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I came from work and I didn't have any gift for you." So she said, no, this is for you. So she said, "Open it." So I said, "I come from India. You don't open the gifts in front of everyone." And she said, "You open it." I opened it and it was a pure merino wool sweater. वो जो turtleneck होता है ना. So I said, "That's so sweet of you." She said, "I see you in the morning. You go to work and you sometimes feel a little cold. So I made this for you." तो उसने एक दिन में she went to this thing shop, got the wool, knit करके मेरे लिए उसने sweater बना दिया and she एकदम fit था because she, mothers are like that. एकदम fit बना दिया. So I was touched. So I come from a point where people have been that nice. उस time there used to be no jeep होता था. तो मेलवे में so फौजी तो था ही. मैं I used to write it down. ये बना दिया diagram, street. In Australia, if you're in the suburbs, the transport system is totally dependent on your own car. So I would get lost. And Indian तो थे ही. तो window down करनी. वो बोले, "Excuse me, can you tell me? I want to go to this crescent." वो बोले, "No worries." So I say, "Okay." And वो दिख जाता है कि भाई नया बंदा है. और Indians थे ही नहीं उस टाइम पे. और मैं हमेशा गोरों के सबब में रहा हूँ. So he would jump into the car, sit with me. ये 2 बार मेरे साथ हुआ है. Drop me there and I say, "I'll drop you back because now I know the route." He said, "No, I'll walk it back." So people have been that nice. So my experience in Australia have been amazing. Well, the UK में I had discrimination in Paris. Egypt में तो हम राजा थे. But so I love that country. People are warm, but they only have to open up to you.
they see you need to be sincere and you need to be consistent.
Yeah. So they were very, very nice. So मेरे इतने friends हैं. So I love their country.
So Capel.
Capel or Capel.
Okay, I'll stick with Capels because I don't want to say, I mean I don't have an accent at all, right? मैं English बोलो तो भी बहुत है.
My accent starts when I land in Australia.
Yeah.
It comes back like this.
Of course, you spend like
Few years.
I have a rapid fire, but before that, we have a beautiful lady, which speak बहुत सोच के, and we can talk, So I would love to ask you anything, or you can ask me anything, or like anything which you want to wrap it up, and then we get to rapid fire. We close it. I'm sure we are hungry. My team is also hungry, and you are busy, Deacon, So, ma'am, anything you want to share? Anything you want to ask, or anything?
No, I just want to share that whatever I'm doing, I'm loving. And I think it's a beautiful life. And I'm very happy to meet people like you who are so progressive and who have so much of, common energies to share. And I want to ask you, what do you want to tell us? Like, he's giving you a guru mantra. You give us a guru mantra now.
That's very kind of you. It's not a guru mantra. I guess there are lots of common values. That's why we've been vibing. And there are lots of common aspiration. I guess मैं अपनी जर्नी देख पा रहा हूँ कि अगर मैं ऐसे ही रहा तो इतना तो मैं करूँ भाई, राइट? और ऐसा रहा और भी कुछ क्वालिटी दी तो कुछ तो कर लेगा और ज़्यादा कर लेंगे. But I believe you have the right mindset, at this age and at this stature. People are not open to learn. People like हमें आता है सब कुछ. Curious mind for sure, right? Tech, you realize that tech is something which you want to embrace and inculcate. You've been doing that, right? And नहीं है मेरे पास कुछ, I would say keep meeting, keeping our phones and messages. Okay, I got the right person. And visit more of us, invite more of us, so that we can learn and we can probably grow faster and bigger. So rapid fire round, and it had to be rapid fire, Kapil, right?
It has to be rapid.
You don't need to put your stories now. So who's more patient during chaos, Kapil or Sonali?
Sonali.
Always?
Or
Yes, always, always.
What's more stressful, parent queries or USC documentation?
Parent query.
Parents query?
Yeah.
Why so?
Because we have the documentation to a T. You know exactly.
You're also a good storyteller.
So you're a very good conversationalist. You're very focused. You're very definitive. That's very this thing, and you come across as a genuine person. That's very important. I think relationships are built on genuinity.
Yeah.
So if
Absolutely.
somebody meets you, they know you're a genuine person, and they meet somebody, they can immediately make out कि यार ये शाइस्टर है ये मतलब the
You
talk
तो नहीं आता लगाना.
हमें भी नहीं आता
सीखना भी नहीं.
हमें सीखना भी नहीं है.
नहीं.
You talk by the yard and deliver by the inch. That doesn't work for us. We'll talk by the inch and maybe deliver a yard. That's what we say.
I mean, what's one thing you have borrowed from your personal life into your company culture? One thing.
The chef, the ability to stand,
Precision.
stand on your feet and work.
What's a
Precision.
shortcut you will never allow in your team?
There's no such thing as a shortcut in my team.
You will not allow shortcut itself.
There's no word in our office as a shortcut.
We won't let anything go.
Yeah.
We won't let anything pass.
We don't understand what the word shortcut is. That word doesn't exist.
So you're religious and spiritual,
Yes.
And so is there any superstition? If there is, you mind sharing?
Negative energies.
That's
Yeah,
for you.
we still believe in that.
That's for you. And what about you?
I don't have a superstition. I have a philosophy that whatever has to happen will happen. It'll come to you if you put your mind to it. Superstition as such nahi hai.
As such, नहीं.
As such nahi.
Philosophy in life.
Yeah.
Philosophy.
So this is a.
So what you put out in the universe,
You will get.
you'll get back.
Absolutely.
So I totally believe in the law of attraction. We believe in manifesting.
Low and cause and effect.
Yeah. Cause and
Yeah, so we believe in that.
So this is the last one. Could wave a magic wand and fix one thing this space. What would it be?
We would want the Australian government to listen to the few things that we say.
Like
First thing I would say is that make it mandatory to either pay a full year fee with no refund, and if the student wants to change his or her course, they have to come back to India and reapply for the new course. Because I personally believe and that if you have counseled a student for 6 months, maybe 1 year, and he knows what course he's going for, he knows the outlay, the financial outlay, how can he go there and then change and say, oh, I did not know.
So what's the real reason?
So the real reason is intent. So this was the first thing we talked about, and I said that is one thing I don't like to tolerate from anyone is when they lie to us. So tell us your intent. If you want to go and work as a waiter, yes. You want to work as a cook, you want to work as an Uber driver. No offense to that that work, but you tell us what you want to do. So don't use
navigate them better.
Don't use the student visa program to circumvent it
immigration.
and use it for immigration.
But ऐसे केस आपके कभी नहीं हुए?
It happened only, it never happened. It only happened after COVID when Australia said everybody is allowed to work 100 hours, which I think was a very wrong policy they made. So when you open the door, तो उसमें सब कुछ आता है. And in India, people are there to make money by hook or by crook. तो उसमें जो crook वाले वो निकल जाए.
Loophole ढूंढना तो बहुत जल्दी आता
So my take is that please plug the loopholes. Don't allow them to transfer for less than 1 year. This rule was there many years ago, but they changed it to 6 months. 1 year with a degree. Then he says, yeah, I've spent 1 year and he started doing some part-time work. He's able to earn the money and then he understands the value of that. Imagine going into a one-room college and learning nothing in just a piece of paper. तो वो तो intention खराब हो गई. So people like us who work, we don't take any money from anybody. We don't charge anybody, but there are people who charge lakhs of rupees they do packages करते हैं. तो हमारा तो इनकम ही वही है that the student stays and studies.
हाँ, वहाँ चेंज चले तो फिर कमीशन नहीं आती.
So अगर वैसे होता तो मैं भी एस क्लास और मेरे पास भी 2000 गज की कोठी होती.
तो अभी नहीं है.
अभी
इधर क्वेश्चन है कितनी नहीं है.
नहीं ऐसा नहीं है. नहीं बिलीव मी ऐसा नहीं है. बट व्हाट आई एम सेइंग इज कि दैट काइंड ऑफ लाइफस्टाइल इज नॉट देयर. वी एंजॉय अ गुड लाइफस्टाइल, बट इफ द गवर्नमेंट प्लग्स द loopholes, everybody will be in a better space.
It will be more sustainable ecosystem.
Yes. Yeah. So मेरा ये है, if I had a magic wand, I would imagine that instead of US, Australia comes on the first choice of every student.
मेरे हिसाब से आपका सबसे बड़ा माइलस्टोन होगा जब आपको द हाईएस्ट ऑनर ऑफ गार्ड होता है. You know, if there any, as you mentioned, it's called
Order of Australia.
Order of Australia.
AO.
So and वहाँ पे होता क्या, सर एक्ट करते हैं क्या? नहीं करते.
नहीं. Sir is only in
UK.
It's AO. It's only
AO.
name and AO.
And Indian.
But you get knighted.
AO.
But if you get
Indian को मिला है?
हाँ मिलते. But if you get knighted by the Queen, then you can write sir in Australia.
नहीं, मेरा एम है कि अभी सब जब कोई स्टूडेंट से फर्स्ट चॉइस होती है, फर्स्ट चॉइस होनी चाहिए ऑस्ट्रेलिया, थर्ड चॉइस होनी चाहिए यूएस.
And it's so commendable that you know you.
बिकॉज ये सिर्फ एक मैजिक वॉन्ड से हो सकता है और किसी से नहीं हो सकता.
नहीं यार, ओवर बेटा यूएस भी नंबर 1 नहीं होगा ना तब कभी. मैंने तो शुरू से यूएस देखा है, बट देन मैंने यूके स्टार्ट किया. मेरे यूके इज लाइक, यू नो, फॉर मी आई एम बाय फॉर यूके, यू नो, देन फॉर ऑस्ट्रेलिया, यू नो, देन आइलैंड गॉट इट्स ओन चार्म, you know.
Yeah.
And then again, probably by hook or by crook or by force, my model is multi-destination.
Yeah.
You know, so you know, for me, in fact, this is a plus also minus also. In the morning, I'm talking US, Australia. After, I'm talking Europe. Evening, I'm talking US. You know,
You're global.
I'm global.
Yes.
On that note, thank you so much, and thank you to my team, and thank you to
Thank you so much.
both of you, because you traveled so far. It's a working day, and just to opening up, just to share your Guru Mantra, just to be candid, and just to be real. And yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Saurabh. Amazing.